this is Hobby Aces, and this is the review of the Modellcollect NATO US Army M1001 tractor with Pershing 2 missile erector launcher. This kit is not in fact it's not an initial release. Modellcollect released already an MAN tractor time ago, and of course it was obvious for Modellcollect to just add a Pershing 2 missile to the model kit to put it on the market. In 2018 this came out. The interesting thing on this kit is that we got an MAN truck here. This tractor was used during the Cold War era to transport Pershing 2 missiles. Before that they used a different type of tractor, but they had the difficulties with it. So later on the NATO and German government came out with the MAN tractor. It was really the whole unit was stationed beginning from December 1983 in Germany during the Cold War era. They had 120 units stationed of this nuclear missile launcher in Germany back in the days. It was stationed in southern Germany, as far as I remember, during the Cold War era. So you get this whole kit, you get it for a price of 30 euros. If you're lucky, you might get it even cheaper. Modellcollect is a Chinese producer. There are a few Chinese companies who release really great model kits. For Modellcollect, nearly every kit I bought for Modellcollect had its issues in building. It had its problems, fitting problems. Sometimes you will definitely need a bit of model filler, and but if you open the box and you take a look in it, this is really nice This packaging just looks nice. They always got nice cover art on the boxes. You get over 200 parts. It's 218 parts in this kit for a quite low price. The first thing that caught my attention was the fact that the lower part section for the wheel section doesn't look too massive, in my opinion. I think it could look a little bit more stable, especially in 1:72 scale. I'm not sure if these measurements are correct. So to me, if you give it a good paint job, you might let it look like real heavy steel, but for some reason this caught my attention. So we got the engine section here, which is covered later on. We got the small missile, which only consists of 4 or 5 parts. Overall, it's a highly detailed kit. I was surprised at which high technical standards the Chinese manufacturers start to produce kits nowadays. I mean, if you relate it to an older kit, let's say 10 years ago, you won't have this amount of detail on a military kit. So we got the wheel section. Another weird thing that caught my attention was the fact that we got the windows are in single parts. So the problem is you have to glue every single part on the cabin, on the driver's cabin. So I don't know why they didn't build it completely as one clear part to put it inside the driver's cab. Especially here we can see the nice amount of detail on the driver's cabin and on nearly every single part. We have really nice details. It's definitely highly detailed for an okay price. Another pro on this kit is not that we only have a very huge amount of parts, we also got photo etch parts added inside. Not too many, but still okay to give it a little bit more detailing. You also get detail kits. You can get aftermarket parts, and if this is not enough detail for you, you might even want to detail it a little bit more. As we can see in the instruction manual, this is not a beginner's kit. As I said, we got almost 300 parts here on this kit, and well, this might take your time, even if it's a quite small scale. So the funny thing about it is that if we take a look at the painting instructions, there is no instruction how to paint the kit from the inside. The driver's cap is not featured here, so you will have to do a little bit of research when give it a correct painting. The decals look sharp and crispy. We got both versions featured, the US Army and the German versions, in nice detail with numbers plate, and everything is featured on them. Another weird thing about it is that they used, for the front section, they used tires made of rubber. So maybe you can replace them by resin parts. So that's all for today so far. This was my review for the Modellcollect Pershing 2 missile erector launcher, and I hope you liked the video, and please drop me a line. Respond on the comments what you think about this kit and your experiences.